All right, so last night I'm sitting on the sofa playing with my phone, and my wife says, "What are you doing?" I said, "I am shopping on Whatnot," which, by the way, is my sponsor today. And she sat down right next to me and says, "I want to shop too." And so we kind of did it together. Whatnot is live shopping, and it's a bunch of fun. Whatnot is not just buying, by the way. It's selling too, where sellers really shine and find their people. And the chat is fun too. We found that out together. Whatnot is the largest dedicated live shopping platform, whether it's beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies. Sellers are building real, thriving businesses. And I have to tell you, I was buying, but at the same time, I'm thinking, I want to be selling. It looked like a lot of fun. Plus, there's money. Anyone can sell, by the way, whether your business is big or small or yet to exist. You can make some real money. As a seller, here's what you do. You just go live. You show off your products in real time, and you make real money in real time from buyers because they get to know you. They get to like you. They get to trust you. And you know, across Whatnot, the number of sellers earning over $1 million a year has doubled. I think we were shopping probably and chatting for about an hour, which I hear is the average on Whatnot. Honestly, I think there's also a good chance you have never experienced anything like Whatnot, and you should. Search Whatnot, WHATNOT, in the App Store, download, and you can start selling right away.
Energía baja, falta de concentración, niebla mental. You might be dehydrated. Gatorade Zero Powders han sido diseñados científicamente para ayudarte a mejorar el balance de hidratación en el cuerpo. Hechos con la mezcla número 1 de electrolitos sin colores ni sabores artificiales. Shop now online or at retailers nationwide. Gatorade hydrates better than water. Is it in you? Signos de dehidratación leve y moderada. Consulta a tu médico si los síntomas persisten.
Happy Monday. Well, come on in. It's good to have you here today. Today, I've noticed something that human wisdom is in demand these days in an AI world, and y'all can't make decisions. So we're going to talk about that as we get on with today's show.
I need a boost. I need a daily boost. I need a boost. I need a daily boost.
It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. It's me, Scott Smith. Thanks for stopping by today. Apologize for being a little bit late today. I had COVID last week. I do these shows. Usually I do them like day by day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I do the shows like that. And the reason I do is because I'm just noticing lots of change going on in the world, in my business, in the coaching business, and everywhere else. And I just noticed that, well, if I record a week or two in advance, we're kind of missing some of the nuance of what's happening. So I have a lot of calls that I talk to people every single week, and then I get emails from you. And to me, I find that makes the shows much more dialed into what's really happening in the world. So I do that. The downfall is if I get COVID, sometimes I'm late. I apologize for that, but thanks for the grace. I appreciate it. Today, a different kind of program for you. I'm into AI. We're going to talk about that today, but AI specifically and how you use it to improve your life. AI is maybe use it as a life coach or a consultant. AI is that. That's kind of where I'm heading with this thing today. And I wanted to go down this route because this is something that has very much affected me. For me, it's been a good way. For a lot of people in my business, a very, very bad way. And it should be, because AI is really good at some things. I'll talk about that and tell you, I think, where you need to really pay attention if you really want to use AI, but mostly just kind of be happy in this crazy world. Now, let me say this. I started at AI about 3 years ago, deeply into it. I got the Max Claude version, paying a couple $100 a month, the whole thing. I used it when I did my original Face Your Passion program. I used it for research because I could get some academic papers never able to get before. I used it for that to do my evidence-based studies. I also used it for summaries. But after that, I've gone on to build apps. I have multiple agents running in the background, all kinds of office automation, everything, man. It's crazy how much I've done. But I've evolved to a place now because I've always believed something. I always believed this. No matter what you think about AI and data centers and all that kind of stuff, a lot of that's propaganda. There's a lot of untruth out there, but whatever, it's coming. Why? Because humans want things easier. Humans don't want to really learn AI. They just want to make their lives better. And if AI can do that, that's that. I also know that the road from when the people like at OpenAI say, hey, it's coming right now, it's going to be here in 2 years, our life will change, life is going to be over. Have you read those articles yet or seen those videos? Even Sam Altman says, well, I got it wrong. I knew it was going to get wrong years ago. They invented the steam engine. It took 50 years before it really worked. When they invented electricity, it took 30 years before where electric motors were in factories. The internet took 20 years to really evolve. Now, AI is going to go a lot faster than that, but the reality is from a data center to your iPhone is a very long trip. You're busy, right? You can't pay attention to it. So it's going to go slower than you think. The hype starts to fade, and that's where we are right now. So humans are coming back in the mix, believe it or not. Even as the AI and the robots get a little bit more popular, the human wisdom in an AI world is now becoming very, very, very valuable. So let me tell you where this came from. I noticed that a lot of people that I'm working with can't make decisions anymore. In fact, I won't even say that. They can make a decision, but they need help sorting things out. And I get hired as their coach to very quickly, boom, 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 make a decision for them and just give them the answer they're looking for simply because of my skill set. They're all over AI. Many of them are making money with AI, and they come to me to help them sort things out. I notice that happening. So the people who are relying on the human wisdom to make the final decision are doing very well, because if they trust me and they trust my answer and I give them the right framing for it, they run with it, they just do their thing. Many times they just say, okay, fine, and they go do it. I'm very proud of that, by the way. I also noticed that during some of my calls that you guys are double checking me. You're on ChatGPT, double checking my answer. I could care less if you do that, because I am smarter than ChatGPT in many, many ways. That's an arrogant statement, isn't it? Listen, ChatGPT is a PhD level. It's so smart. I'm not smarter than average general intelligence for sure. Although sometimes, yes, I am. And so are you. It's like, you really? So let me explain how this works. Number one, AI cannot make a decision. A lot of people these days are using AI as a life coach to help them make a decision. That's fine. I'm actually really okay with that. AI serves up flattering, biased answers. You know that. You've done it before. Have you ever gotten up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you're like, oh, well, I'm going to sit down and chat a little bit and kind of work out my problems, see if AI can help me figure stuff out. And it just keeps on going and going and going and going and going. I got another question. Can I do this for you? Can I do that for you? Have you thought about this? Nothing wrong with that. But then you get up at 8 o'clock in the morning, you look at what you did and you go, man, what were we thinking? Right? It's kind of crazy. That's a perfect life coach. I'm actually okay with it. Listen, if you're an average life coach, you're going out of business. It's going to happen. If you think your job is to sit around and just listen to your client, ask him a question and let him figure it out, that's cool, but AI does it better than you do. If, however, you're like me and you're like, okay, I'll listen to you. I want to know what's going on, but the very second I can give you a shortcut, I'm giving it to your butt. You're going to do well. That's what I think. And a lot of people think, well, Scott, you can't do that. I mean, that's leading your client. My clients come to me for a freaking answer. They didn't come to me to figure stuff out. So life coaching is having a hard time. When you want to figure out what's going on in your life, I absolutely approve and say, go use AI to sort some things out. God knows I don't want to listen to you for 6 hours, right? I mean, I'm just saying it honestly, right? And you don't want to spew it out to me. You want to be like in your pajamas, chat things through. Go do that. But here's the thing. You're not going to find the answer you're looking for. It's not going to be there. You're going to have to eventually make your own decision. So I use AI these days as a big tool set. Of all kinds of tools I run all day long. My podcast today is about maybe 8 bullet points. I sat down and jotted them down. I'll never share them with you because there's too many typos in it, right? But it's just for me to kind of follow my path here. I didn't use anything to help me with it. I came up with the idea and just jotted it down. And then after I'm done, I'll toss it into my AI workflows and it'll take care of all the show notes and the uploads and do it all automatic. I literally will leave the office and come back and it'll be taken care of. I do that stuff with it. I do that with a lot of my clients. I say, hey, listen, let's keep the human in here, but let's automate everything around it, take the drudgery out of it and take the imperfection out of it, right? So it's fantastic for that stuff. Use it for your figure it out mode. But at some point, you got to turn your brain back on. Can you believe it? August is already here. And it's not going to be long before that autumn rush hits every single one of us. Now, one thing I do this time of year is I update my wardrobe, the things I wear. And I love Quince. Now, let me be honest. Quince is my sponsor. And also, I never shopped online at all until they said, Scott, try it. So I did. And now that's kind of what I do. And they're still a sponsor, so it's awesome. Quince specializes in everyday staples. Personally, I buy a lot of shirts, dress, polos, and tees. I really like the ultra soft organic tees. They also have premium denim and chinos, about $60, with fit, structure, and high-quality fabrics you'd expect from a luxury designer brand. And by the way, everything at Quince is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They work directly with ethical factories and cut out the middleman, so you're paying for a high quality, not the brand markup. Something that will surprise you, too, when you go to the website. It's not just about clothing. Quince has everything from hotel-quality bedding and bath essentials to premium cookware and travel must-haves. Very cool stuff. Quince, I'm a happy customer. You should be one too. Upgrade your every day. Download the Quince app for app-exclusive offers or go to quince.com/dailyboost. Get free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada and the UK too. That's QUINCE.com/dailyboost. At some point, you got to make your own decision. You already know. You got plenty of wisdom in the world. You can figure this stuff out. Now, let me give you another trick here too, because I think maybe you are coming into a world that you might actually be more powerful than you think. So it used to be years ago that you always wanted a specialist or an expert working for you. And I love experts. I love being an expert myself. I get paid to be an expert for absolute sure. An expert is this. If you ask a generalist a question, well, let me think about that a little bit, kind of like a life coach. Yeah, let me think about this. Let's bat this around. Let's brainstorm it. There's a place and a time for that. But if you really need an answer, if you need to figure out what's going on now and how do I fix it, you need an expert. Doesn't really know how much it costs. It's like my air conditioning broken on an August day. It's 98 degrees outside. I'm just saying, what's wrong with it? Can you fix it? That's an expert I need. I don't need some guy who says, well, let me take a look around and see what's happening. So it used to be expert status, and still to this day is the most important thing. But it's how we get there that makes a difference. So your life experience is really the power here. These days, I'm a generalist. Huh? Daily Boost is a general program, isn't it? A lot of what I do is a generalist. But when you get me directly and start talking to me, I become an expert really fast because I'm also, I'm going to say it, a jack of all trades. Ooh, Scott, you can't be a jack of all trades. You have to focus on things. Sorry. My focus is on everything. That's it. That's just how I live. Used to think it was a bad thing. Eventually I updated it. I realized, no, actually the trait that I have is what they would call a polymath. That means I have a very broad interest in so many things. Most people, when they talk to me, very surprised at how broadly I can go in what I know about. A lot of stuff would blow your mind, mostly because I've just studied it. I've had lots of clients over the years. They've taught me things. I just have a different worldview than a lot of people. But I also have a different interest level, which makes me go very deep in lots of things. Not one thing, but lots of things. So think about AI for a second. Doesn't AI do the same thing? Isn't it a bit of a generalist? Very broad and very deep. The difference is it can't pull out the answer you need. Humans can. The trend I've seen in my business and working with my clients, and really where my focus is these days, it's not a bunch of curriculum, not a bunch of, hey, let me show you how to do this or that. You're just going to go to ChatGPT. I used to teach goal setting. I don't need to teach goal setting anymore. You just go to chat and say, how do I set goals? Done. If you're a personal trainer and you're just using chat to do all your nutrition and stuff, you're out of business soon. However, if you're working with somebody directly in front of them, making decisions for them, like, here, you should use this weight instead of that one because this one's too heavy, and you hand it to them, you win. So AI, being a generalist, allows you to be that polymath and then zero in the areas that you can be an expert in. So if you come with that attitude, if you use your human nature and you're doing the ChatGPT life coaching thing, and you just use your discernment and say, yeah, I got it, man. That's good experience, but this is what I know from my life experience. You do that, you soar to the top. It's amazing what happens. So a couple of things about AI that it does or doesn't do, I guess. I've made this point a couple of times. It cannot make a decision. For those who want to challenge me, they can't. It can do a lot of research. It can come in the best possible scenarios, the whole thing. But at the end of the day, you have to make the decision. And God help us the day it makes its own decision. That's coming. We're going to be in trouble. What else can it do? It can't be creative. Those of you who think that finally it's helping you be more creative than ever, it's not really. What it's doing is taking the aggregate of all the creative people who have dumped all their stuff into AI, or they've stolen from us anyway, and it's just recreating what it's learned before. It's only going to get better because everybody else is spending all their time doing stuff in AI that they think is creativity. It's not really. Listen, sitting down and writing a prompt and just, so, well, I think it should be this and giving your opinion, that's not creativity. But that's the way the world's going. Top 20 songs on Spotify, right? AI songs right now. Not only that, they have AI artists and AI fan pages, and it's crazy. It's not being creative, not really. That's inside you. What's the other thing I can't do? And this is probably the reason, if you're going down the life coaching path and you're trying to figure stuff out, innovation is the key. The trait that no AI can keep up with when it comes to human versus AI. Humans are innovative. Humans will find a way. AI will find a way, but all it's really doing is just, getting the next thing that pops up. Oh, try this or try that. Hey, look at this, look at that. It's trying to figure out what it can give you to please you. Now, yes, you can make it more specific. Yes, you can program deeper. I get it. There's a lot of ways we can make this better, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be innovative. It's not built into it. It's going to make you feel like it is. It's going to make you feel like it's the most innovative thing on the planet, making you feel very small, but it's not going to be that way. So as you go through your life, as you go through trying to get what you want in life and to balance out what's going on around you, number one, pull away from the AI and say, listen, give me all the data you possibly can. And then you sit back and you turn off the machine and you close your eyes and you take a walk and you say, okay, well, keep your eyes open if you're taking for a walk, and say, well, let me make my own decision. Remember the old bracelets we had in the past? What would Jesus do? I usually say, well, what would Scott do? In the concept of AI, I literally will do hours and hours of research and then go, okay, what would Scott do? Turn everything off and just write down what Scott would do. And usually it's going to be a better decision. AI cannot be creative. Talked about that already. And it cannot be innovative. Those are the things you need to be doing. If you do that, you're going to settle down. You're going to ride this wave. You're going to make incredible, incredible, incredible decisions. And I will go one step further as we wrap up this kind of rambling show today. If you can take a position in your family, take a position in your church, take a position in your business, take a position anywhere where you are the person who really kind of gets the big picture and yet can dial in the answer for people, you become a superstar. That's where it is right now. That's all I do in my coaching these days. I'm actually moving away from everything else because I understand something, that there is incredible value in somebody who will simply say, this is the answer, go do it. Everything I do is built on that right now. In fact, I'm almost bored with the other stuff. Why? Because AI does it cheaper and easier and better and faster, and I can't compete with that. So I'll just do what it can't do. All right, that's my little rant-ish today. You tell I've been sick. I've been studying and thinking. I hope you're okay with this random thought. If you have any comments, hey, send it out, Scott@motivationtomove.com. Happy to hear from you always. And I will try to be back on time tomorrow. That is the goal. No, I'll do the show right now so I do get back on time tomorrow. How's that? Yeah, much better idea. I'll see you then.